one-person AI service business without writing a single line of code. Look, if you've been watching this whole AI boom from the sidelines, maybe feeling a little overwhelmed by all the complex technical jargon, this is going to be incredibly refreshing. We're going to dive into a system that completely strips away the need for complicated engineering. Instead, we're focusing entirely on leveraging AI, specifically Claude, to do the heavy lifting for you.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the AI service advantage, move into finding your unique idea, cover delivering results with Claude, and wrap up with a highly practical 30-day client roadmap. Let's get right to it. All right, Section 1, the AI service advantage. Why you should totally skip building apps. To put things into perspective, 84% of businesses in America, that is a massive 30 million people, operate with literally 0 employees. So if you're thinking the solo business model is just some internet pipe dream, think again. It's already the backbone of the economy. You absolutely do not need a huge team to build a real, sustainable income. And it gets better. 77% of these solopreneurs actually hit profitability within their very first year. Why? Well, according to the source material, AI is completely leveling the playing field. It used to be that you'd hit a hard ceiling. You only have so many hours in a day, right? But now, AI acts as your unlimited 24/7 workforce. Now, if you try to build an AI app from scratch, you have to learn what's called vibe coding or cloud coding. It takes forever, it's super technical, and honestly, the data shows that probably more than 99% of these apps fail to even make $100. You're building it first and just crossing your fingers someone buys it. But if you pivot to launching an AI-powered service, it's a total game changer. 0 startup cost, 0 startup time. Why? Because you just sell the promise first, get paid, and then deliver the result later. Moving on to Section 2, finding your unique idea. Let's figure out your niche.
So how do you avoid choice paralysis? The source recommends leaning on Ikigai. It's this brilliant Japanese framework designed to help you find your reason for being. Basically, it sits right at the intersection of 4 things: what you love, what you're passionate about, what you can be paid for, and what the world actually needs. And here's the really cool practical part. You don't have to just guess at this. You can literally feed these 4 parameters into a custom Claude skill. You just answer some prompts about your background, and Claude acts like your own personal consultant, crunching your unique data to automatically generate business ideas tailored perfectly to you.
And look, this framework works in the real world. Take Brandon, for example. He was a VP at a construction glass company, making maybe $750 a month on the side. Well, he ran his background through the Ikigai framework and Claude, and boom, he found his sweet spot. He combined his deep industry knowledge of construction with his personal passion for video creation. He started coaching glazing companies on how to make content to get more clients. In just 30 days, he scaled this AI-assisted service to 10 grand a month. Pretty amazing, right?
Okay, so once Claude helps you nail down your Ikigai, you've got to answer 4 crucial questions to lock in your offer before you move forward. Number 1, what exactly are you selling? Are you doing the work for them or coaching them to do it? Number 2, who is your target audience? You got to play in a niche where you already have an edge. Number 3, what's your pricing strategy? The source highly recommends going high ticket, charging 2 to 3 grand per client because providing immense value definitely commands higher rates. And finally, number 4, what makes your unique story different? You don't have to be the best in the world, but you do need a story that actually resonates with people.
All right, Section 3, delivering results with Claude. How to maximize your output without burning out. You can build some incredibly sleek, automated workflows for your service just by following a few straightforward steps. Let's imagine your service is helping people land their dream tech sales jobs. Step 1, identify their top challenges. Usually, it's a terrible resume, 0 interviews, or just bombing the interviews they do get. Step 2, create a Claude skill to solve that exact problem. You tell Claude to act as an expert resume rewriter targeting specific tech companies. Then, step 3, when you land a client, you just dump their raw LinkedIn profile and old resume into that specific Claude skill, hit enter, and the AI delivers a flawless, optimized resume. You're delivering maximum results with, quite honestly, minimal manual effort.
You really need to remember this. Clients are paying for the final transformation, not your personal labor process. As the saying goes, they don't really care how the meal is cooked in the kitchen, they care about how it tastes and how it's presented. That mindset is absolutely crucial. Whether you're providing an SEO blog, a revamped resume, or a cold email sequence, the client doesn't care if you spent 15 hours typing it manually or 15 minutes orchestrating it through Claude. They are paying for the taste of the meal, meaning the result. And that right there is why leaning on Claude to do the heavy lifting is just so wildly effective.
Here's a perfect example from the source, Sandy.
She's a mother of 3, had 0 technical background, and literally knew nothing about SEO. But she used this exact model. She pitched tech companies on providing SEO-optimized blog posts. Once they said yes and paid her $3,000 a month, which, by the way, eventually scaled to $5,500, she took that money and set up automations with Claude. Since the AI is generating the content, she spends maybe 15 minutes a day actually managing the process. She sold the promise first and then used AI to fulfill it flawlessly.
And that brings us to Section 4, the 30-day client roadmap. Let's get you some paying clients.
So to actually get clients, you need a hybrid approach. On one side, you've got personal branding. This means creating content on platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube. It brings inbound leads directly to you and builds a ton of human trust before you ever even hop on a call. Then, on the flip side, you've got cold outreach. We're talking DMs, emails, sending custom Loom videos. It's direct, it's fast, and it relies on sheer volume to force conversations right now. When you combine relentless cold outreach with the social proof of a personal brand, your response rates are going to absolutely skyrocket.
Now, here's the exact chronological blueprint you can follow over the next 30 days to take this whole thing from a mere idea to a booked, high-ticket sales call. Days 1 through 7, use that Claude Ikigai framework we talked about to find your niche and nail down your offer. Days 7 through 14, grind out the outreach. You want to be hitting a minimum of 20 prospects a day. Days 14 through 21, pick just one platform and start posting simple content to build up that personal brand. And finally, days 21 through 30, go all in on booking meetings and closing deals on those sales calls. It's a structured, fast-paced sprint designed to force momentum.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to kind of spark your journey. You've got the exact framework. You know how to use AI tools like Claude to do the heavy lifting, and you have your 30-day timeline. So what hidden advantage or unique skill do you possess right now, today, that AI can help you turn into a thriving, profitable service by the end of the month? The tools are literally just sitting there waiting for you. Get out there, find your Ikigai, and start building.